Hey you guys, welcome back. This is MetaVerse Explorer with Grape Solana Alpha. This is a slightly bigger episode. We have a few topics that we're going to talk about. But first off, I'm just going to let you know we have timestamps all the way below. So if you have one specific topic that you're after, that's the place you need to go to. Before we go ahead, I want you to go ahead and do that for me. Okay, it just takes a little click so that you can continue to receive some more Solana Alpha. Okay, let's talk about our topics today. First off, we're going to talk about the TVL in the Solana ecosystem. We have a few changes. One that's particularly interesting, and we've got some alpha for that as well. I don't know how to feel about it. Maybe you can tell me. Okay, we've got today's tutorial is UXD. UXD is a new stablecoin that will be coming to Solana. It's actually pretty good, and it's got a few mechanisms that make it stand out from the rest of the stablecoins in the ecosystem. We've got an alternative to DeFi Llama to look at our Solana ecosystem metrics, such as it's called SolPro, and we'll look at it here. The next thing we're going to talk about is, last episode we covered the Marinade Token. We're going to talk about the Marinade Token launch and actually where to farm the Marinade Token, the current price, TVL, that sort of stuff. And then we'll look at the Almond Farms. Almond Farms, I found out something super interesting. You can skip to that section because I think it's just hilarious. It's kind of stupid. I don't know how they're going to get away with it, but we'll find out. Okay, and then the last thing we'll think about is the Parrot protocol. So they recently finished a competition where it was a deep dive competition. So there is now a 17-page deep dive report on the Parrot protocol. So we'll have a read of that and I'll summarize it for you because I'm so nice. Okay, and then we're going to finish up with some NFT volumes and upcoming NFT drops, as well as FTX hinting that they're going to be releasing a lot of NFTs on their platform. All right, so before we go, thank you for watching. Alright guys, so we start this episode with the TVL of Solana ecosystem as always. We are at 11.11 billion, off the total all-time high of 12.2, just 1 billion away from all-time high. That's pretty crazy, guys. Saber dominance is slightly decreasing because we have new players entering the space. So Saber is still the same at the top, and then we have Sunny slowly going down. You can see that the difference between these two is slowly going down because people don't care about Sunny anymore. The token price is depreciating. They're not happening. Nothing's happening on the platform. Yeah, people just don't care. Same as myself. As you know, you guys, I don't really like Sunny. Going on from there, we have Marinade Finance going up nearly 900 million TVL, which is quite interesting because they have their new token and people can now farm the Marinade token. So of course, if you can give them incentives, people will come to you. And then all the way at the bottom, we have some new additions, which is Atrix at number 9 and Almond at number 10. These two protocols are something fishy is going on here, and I'll show you guys why. So these two came out of nowhere with basically no backing, but we know that the Serum team actually trusts Atrix. And then on top of that, Almond starts launching off the value of Atrix. So all the LPs in Atrix, people, you can see here, the Atrix is 335 and then Almond is 335. It's basically the same people that are providing liquidity to Atrix are the same people that are using those LP tokens and going over to Almond to farm Almond. So something is definitely happening here. Either it's the same team or there's some fishiness going on. There's another tweet that I will show you guys later on in the episode, and then you'll get to see. Okay, so that's it for now. Nothing else is really changed. Jet protocol slowly coming up. Good on you guys. Good on you guys. And Fabric slowly going there. No real changes. Only like. Oh, they've included only like, which is not bad. All right. Well, next thing, we'll go to the tutorial of UXD. All right, so onto this tutorial, UXD. I covered it in a previous episode if you guys remember. Let's talk about it just a little bit slightly. So UXD is a stable coin that's coming. It's 100% backed by a delta neutral position. Now, what does that actually mean? It means when you try and get this UXD, when you try and mint this UST, it takes a long spot position and also shorts a futures position. And your UXD token lies in between this. So whatever happens there, you are exposed to no underlying price movement risk. It's really quite something that can only happen in Solana because of the really fast transaction speeds. You can't get arbitrage to death, that kind of stuff. So it is a one-to-one mint. You win 1 UXD for 1 USD. It's really instant. You can earn some. And remember, some of the funding rates of the delta neutral position will be distributed automatically to UXD holders. Remember, there is a governance token for UXD. It hasn't been released yet, so hey, it might be possible for you to earn something from testing their DevNet for them. All right, let's go ahead and show you how you can actually use it. So click on Mint launch application. You go to Mint, connect the wallet. Let's go Phantom for now. Okay. And remember, this is in DevNet. So to continue, you just look at your balance here. Remember, this is DevNet. You don't have to spend real money for this. This is just trialing it. So you have 9 UXD here. That's what I have. I have Sol, and I really want UXD. I'm going to mint 153 UXD according to 1 Sol. And this is because the price of 1 Sol at the moment is 153.755. As you notice, the prices are the same. The price of 1 Sol is exactly how much USD you will get back. All right, let's click on mint and see what happens. Nothing happens. I don't know why, but you can't actually do it on Phantom. If you use the Solid wallet, you will be able to. So let me show you very quickly. All right, so I've still got 9 Sol here in my UXD wallet. Let's go ahead and mint 2. Mint, and it should come up with a transaction. We'll approve it, and you can see that it will go ahead. It's been minted. All right, so I have some UXD now. This is a stable coin. You can think about it like it's not quite a Pi from Parrot stable coin. Let's go ahead and redeem, and our balance is 404 UXD. Okay, I had some previous minted ones before. So same process to put in your UXD and you'll mint Sol back. That's it, pretty easy. Get going. Next topic for now is the SolPro application online. So this isn't that new, but it is getting more traction at the moment. So this is a Solana specific kind of TVL and tracking website that you can use to track everything in Solana. So it provides you, the main page is just the DeFi dashboard. It provides you with TVL, Todaveri locked, and kind of the Saber dominance and all the normal coins going down the list. And they're pretty much the same as the ones in DeFi Llama. But you can also go to protocol and you can see you can actually visit some of their websites, and it gives you a few things for you to go and see. And they also have a ranking system where you can rank some of the DeFi farming rankings. So it'll tell you if it's a new pool, a high risk, low risk, recommended farms. So right now they're saying the new pool is the Larix Radium pool. That is actually true. Actually, it is the most recent pool on Radium. That's giving you a 455% APY at the moment. Let's go to the high risk. They're saying Samo is high risk, Polis is high risk. Ooh, I wonder why. I like Polis. Low risk is the Radium Sol Farm staking, which is actually I don't know about Sol Farm. I think you can get higher APY with Radium. Anyway, and then you have some of the highest APYs. Larix, we know that. Serum, highest APYs, and then they have the actual pools that include a single token. Now they do recommend a farm such as BOP USDC. I don't know why they recommend BOP Boring Protocol USDC, and you can see it's the top 3 of them. So I don't know if they have some sort of agreement. Why do they recommend them? And that's it. It's calculated services come from Radium, Saber, Solfarm, Sunny, Orca, Marinade, Lido. Okay, it's very interesting. It's just another tool that we can use to navigate the Solana ecosystem. All right, so next up we have the Marinade Token and the Marinade Token launch, which has actually gone pretty well. I think everyone's quite happy with it in the Solana ecosystem. So at the moment, you can stake your MSOL to get 6.9% APR of Marinade. So that's 86,000 tokens that is being given out per week. And also you can stake your MSOL Sol LP. Remember that has really small liquidity and permanent loss because they're basically both paired to each other. And that's a 13.11% APR, sorry, non-compounding. Let's have a look at the actual token price. So you see the token price at the moment let's go to US, no one cares about Australian. The price is 123, and you can see when it first started there was absolutely no liquidity, and then it actually shot up because people might have valued this and wanted to buy some. So no liquidity plus supply shock, everyone wants it, price dries up. And then now that we see liquidity slowly coming back in, it's stabilizing a lot more. Now remember, Marinade Token has no VC investors, no seed funders, nothing, no one to actually sell that token to you except for people who are farming it themselves. So this is kind of a fair launch in a sense. If you want it, you can go and get some yourself right now. You can go and farm it, or you can go and buy it off the open market. You are not buying from anyone who bought it at a ridiculously stupid low price. This is a first come, first serve kind of thing. Let's talk about some alpha that's actually you can use for the Marinade token. So you can actually stake your SOL here or in Port Finance, and you can actually borrow MSOL at 2.33%. So if you have some USD you don't want to get rid of, or you have another token that's just sitting around, deposit that into Port Finance and you can withdraw Marinade SOL, Marinade stake SOL at 2.33%. So remember, 2.33%. Take that over to Marinade Finance, and now you are now earning 6.9%. So that's a small few percentage points in between. Sooner or later, this arbitrage opportunity will go down. So, you know, this is alpha. You have to act on it quickly. Instead of using Port Finance, you could use Larix protocol as well. I'm not quite sure about Larix, you know, tread carefully there with Larix. Yeah, okay. That's good. Now, the next big topic we're going to be talking about is Almond Finance. That has just launched off the back of Atrix, off the back of Serum. So no one really knows about Almond much. There is absolutely no details. They came out of nowhere. The same thing kind of as Atrix. But the thing is, Atrix has backing from Serum, and now Almond has backing from Atrix. So it's kind of like a 1-2, 1-2 kind of thing. There's a few theories, and we'll talk about it. But at the moment, the Atrix is, Almond is actually giving you some good APYs at 155 for MSOL USD. They're giving you a 10x reward. Some new farms that they've just announced is Rendoge USDC and USDC and USDT ×2. And they also have some FTX in there as well. Now, one thing that's really interesting that I found myself is that I went ahead and read the Medium article that they posted about 4 days ago. Almond, a fair and nutritious DeFi. They talk nothing about team. They talk nothing about documentation. They talk nothing about the actual tokenomics, but they have this nice picture here that they've slapped on their own logo. Now, I think I saw this somewhere because I thought this is a really nice picture. I remember it from somewhere. Oh, you know where I found it? It's a yogurt ad on YouTube. Look at this and look at that. Now, this is a Chobani yogurt ad. That's crazy. I don't know where they got this from. How did they get away with this? But they also posted another picture as well, and it's the same yogurt ad. Now, this Almond Finance, they have, we saw in the beginning of the video, 355 million TVL. Where did that come from? $355 million in total value locked. How? Where? They have one Medium article that came out 4 days ago. What's happening? What's happening here? So obviously some people know about this. Let's go ahead and read something that Pierre Arowana was saying. So Pierre Arowana is a developer at Mercurial Finance. What did he say? He says the Saber HQ team is on fire. Obviously technical geniuses. They are shipping product after product after product. Sunny Aggregator, Quarry Protocol, Goki, Atrix, plus Almond. The LP whales obviously know it's them, but each product is an anonymous team. Am I right? Well, how are we supposed to know? We're not developers. So he talks more about this. Code built by Saber, open sourced, suddenly handled by another team, then integrated back into Saber. Very similar to identical coding practices. Almond just cannot grow that fast without it being true. How would the money know it isn't a lunar yield? And a lunar yield was a previous rug pull in Solana. This is just crazy. So I reply saying that, well, how are we supposed to know? We're not whales. We don't know the developers. These people came out of nowhere with $300 million in TVL. It's good that the OGs and the whales know, because they have a lot of fucking money and they know the people in the space. What about us that have no money? We don't know who these people are. We can't trust them with our money. So all of a sudden they get to farm Almond in case it might be an amazing protocol. They get to farm Almond because they know each other. That's it. It's basically a way for you to do your seed round, your tokens to the whales that know each other, to your friends and family. I don't really like this approach at all. So the next topic is this article that is literally 5 hours old. So this was a small competition that the Parrot held about who could do the best deep dive for Parrot protocol. They do say a few things. They say a few things that we actually already know, and nothing new really is said. They just summarize everything quite succinctly. I'm going to leave the link for you down here below so you can read it yourself. But they do highlight a few of the good things about the protocol. So they talk about how there is a need for like a way for everyone everyone to capture value, and one of the best ways is the Parrot protocol. And they summarize it using this kind of chart here. So they say you have your normal Sol, and everyone is going to have their own staking derivative of Solana. So Marinade Finance, as we talked about before, has MSol. Party Parrot has PRT Sol. Socian has the SOCN Sol, and Staking.io has the ST Sol. Now, all of this gives fractured liquidity across the Solana ecosystem. If only there was a way for you to have one token that actually represents all of these underlying staked Solana, and that is the P-Sol, and that's what they're trying to provide to the entire ecosystem. It gathers up all this fractured liquidity into one convenient place for everyone to still be able to use. And I can't really think of any other protocols that are doing this at the moment. So they give you a tutorial about how to mint Sol, how to mint Pi from Sol, and they talk about the price chart as well, and that it hasn't really deviated far from its peg. But that being said, it is a relatively young stablecoin. It hasn't gone through a bear market. It hasn't gone through flash loans. The Solana ecosystem is really young, so I would really put no credit onto this. So yeah, that's about it. Like, look at this giant spike here. What happened here? Okay, and they just talk about how you can use the wormhole with Pi, and you can bridge BTC across and use BTC as collateral to get more Pi. So yeah, it's a good little read. It's 17 pages. I'm going to link it down below for you. All right, so we already did cover FTX kind of porting over some of the Solana NFTs. So we see here we have the Auroras, Degen 8 Pugs, Thugbirds, and Sol. The early beginning of the Soul Brain. I think the Monkey DAO, that's right. And then now we have another NFT that's coming out, and a few of them are actually coming out now and confirming, see here, confirmed, Gloompunks live on FTX exchange early this week. And I haven't seen much price action for the Gloompunks. So if you want to do your research and try and pick one up before it goes to a larger exchange where it has a bigger audience, it might be worthwhile to get some increase in price potential. All right, and we finish this episode off with the market cap of the NFTs in Solana ecosystem. We have the Solana mining business still leading the way at 265. We have had some decrease in volume at the moment, especially in Auroras. I don't know why. There hasn't been much news about what's happening, but we see a few people going strong here. Thugbirds still at the top, Meerkats at the top, Solarians. I think they'll definitely be around for a while as the official, like, first kind of mint of NFTs on Solana. Infinity Labs going down a bit more. I'm looking at the upcoming NFTs that might be of interest to you. Soulstone's no way, Minor Dwarfs no way. There are a few ones that I keep my eye on. I don't really care for these ones that are generative, kind of very easy cash grabs, but there are a few things that I might give my attention to. I think some people were going about the sharks. People might be talking about it a little bit. What I'm really looking to is this Sol Pass. It's a one-of-a-kind pass to NFT privileges and community built on Solana. I haven't done some DD on this company yet, but I will now, and I'm also interested in the Wall Street Punks S. 3 characters, each character 1.5k generative unique collectibles. I got to find out what these guys are actually offering, what they're building, who their team is, and what kind of backing they have. That's how I kind of evaluate my NFTs. If it doesn't have utility, I'm not going to go anywhere near it. If it's speculative, the price will go up, yes, but then the price will go down, and then you're stuck with an NFT in a liquid market, maybe in a bear season, and then you are. Okay. That's it for now, guys. I'm going to leave you here. Remember, if you like the content, just do that for me, and I will see you in the next episode. Really appreciate you watching. Love the Grape community. Love the Solana community. It's going good, yeah? It's great. Before we go, I'm actually going to give a small plug to Durden for creating the Solana update. This is a daily update that gives you some pertinent information in the Solana ecosystem. I'm just going to scroll by so you can see the type of things that are included. The new TVL in Radium in the Solana ecosystem, Symmetry, a sneak peek at the indexes, which I'm actually going to have a look at right now. There's a few other things into Solar, Gamify Club, Atrix adding pools, and then you go down to the NFT section where they talk about Alpha Art and Fact Staking is now live. I wouldn't have known this unless I was a Fract holder. And Cyber Samurai actually giving their first look teaser at their comic book series. Now, if you remember, Cyber Samurai was the first actual NFT on the Radium drop zone. So there's a few alpha little hints in here. Scallop Roadmap. Oh, that's great. I'm going to read that actually. I haven't read it yet. Okay, guys, remember, if you can sign up to this if you want. It's free. It's not going to cost you anything. It just sends you an email every day. All right. I'll see you later. Bye.